Full name, sir?
My name is Carlos Lorenzo of the family Durham.
Thank you, Mr. Durham, for your patience, sir. And on these matters, the court is scheduling a pretrial February 14th. And this is in regard to case B1245821, August 25th, 2021. No dog license. Same date, time, and location for B1245822, August 25th, 2021. Failed to vaccinate dog against rabies and or provide proof of vaccination. 3 additional matters, one at a time. State your full name, Mr. Durham.
Carlos Lorenzo of the family Durham.
Here. For waive formal reading and their plea of not guilty. Mr. Durham, the court scheduling a pretrial date on this matter via Zoom. You must attend February the 27th, 8:30 a.m., 36th District Court in front of Judge Bryant. Understood?
I hear you.
And this is a very serious non-assaultive allegation, Mr. Durham, and the court has concerns that you missed a court date on this matter, as well as 2 other matters that we're about to handle. And your capious history, Mr. Durham, tells the court you do not listen to the court as ordered to appear, and that's concerning, where if the court were to release you on another personal bond, sir, you treat it as you have in the past and disregard court's orders and simply not appear. And that's unacceptable, Mr. Durham. You must appear as ordered. So the court, based on your capious history, take into consideration the information presented by counsel, including that limit to employment status as relates to the ability to post bond, the nature of the charge, as well as the information alleged in the investigator's report, is setting, based on your capious history, is going to continue the bond set by Judge Bryant of 110%. Is that an affordable bond?
It's not.
Okay, so on that matter, the court is setting an unaffordable bond redetermination hearing. During this bond, you are not to purchase or possess a firearm or any dangerous weapon, and you are not to drive any motor vehicle unless you have a valid driver's license. Is that understood?
I don't drive, Your Honor. I travel. I'm not driving ever again in life. I travel, so I don't need a license to travel.
These sovereign citizens are such knuckleheads that they can't even drop the script for a couple of seconds. He's not even willing to just tell the judge what he needs to hear in order for him to get himself out of jail. This man is being held, and this judge is asking him some very simple questions to determine whether he'll, release him or not. And this judge is telling him that he can't drive while he's on bond or bail, and this fool was telling the judge that he doesn't drive, he travels. Like, my goodness gracious. If I was the judge, as soon as I heard this man say something stupid like that, I would just remand him, send him right back into prison where he belongs, and then give him another court date in about a month, see if he then can answer the question correctly in 30 days. It's just mind-blowing that these sovereign citizens will just never let go of the silly script, even when their freedom is on the line.
Well, yes, you do, Mr. Durham. There's no traveling behind a motor vehicle. I'm not arguing with you, Mr. Durham. Excuse me?
I've already read the Supreme Court case law. I have a right to travel, sir.
Okay, well, I have a right to impose bond and conditions of bond, Mr. Durham, and I'm telling you, whether you call it traveling or driving, there's to be none of that behind a motor vehicle. You're not to travel if you're operating a motor vehicle, or drive. No driving or operating of a motor vehicle, regardless of what you call it. Understood, Mr. Durham? No driving or traveling if you're the operator. Is that clear? And you're not to leave the state of Michigan.
Now, what the judge just told this sovereign citizen is very clear, because these sovereign citizens like to use the word play, and I'm not driving, I'm not driving, I'm traveling, and I have the right to travel. Sir, he's not saying that you can't travel, because you can walk out of your house and take a public bus. You can walk out of your house and jump in an Uber. That would be traveling. He's just telling you you cannot operate a motor vehicle as your mode of travel. It is that simple. You cannot drive. Now, I know you don't subscribe to the word drive, but it is what it is. Like, you are just silly with your interpretation of what traveling is. And like he said, you also can't leave the state. This is very clear what this judge is explaining to him. But I'm pretty sure he is not going to comply or even comprehend what this judge is actually telling him.
That understood?
I heard you.
And that's no driving, period. That's regardless of your license status. There's to be absolutely no driving. Or traveling. Okay, I said no traveling either.
Driving is up.
No traveling. Just put that as a no traveling.
So that means I can't even go to court if I can't travel. I can't leave my house.
It's via Zoom. It's via Zoom. It's via Zoom. No traveling. The court dates are via Zoom. No traveling unless court ordered.
That's a violation of my rights. And I will appeal this in a higher court.
Did you want to address his traveling, counsel?
I'm sorry.
Did you want to address his argument that he can't, that he can travel?
He's going to comply with court orders.
And that means no driving and no traveling. Is that correct, counsel? No traveling unless court ordered. Yes, I can't leave the state of Michigan, and he cannot. Would he drive or travel? Which my understanding is him operating any motor vehicles. That understood?
You should never drive.
Thank you. Okay, Mr. Durham, this is a very serious allegations. Again, you have a capious history on this matter. The bond was set by the judge when you failed to appear. You have a number of capious histories on this matter. It looks like you were originally given a personal bond, then you failed to appear on about September 1st of 2022, given a $10,000 cash surety, and then you failed to appear again December 14th of 2022, and then a judge will give you another $10,000 cash surety. I, as a magistrate, as counsel stated, have no. One moment, I'll let you address the court. One moment, Mr. Durham. Have no authority to amend the capious bond as set by the judge for your failure to appear. So for that reason, the bond is going to be continued as set by the judge of December 14, 2022 in the amount of $10,000 cash surety. During this bond, you are not to purchase or possess a firearm or any other dangerous weapon. No driving, no traveling unless court ordered. You will be fit with the GPS tether under house arrest if you're able to make bond. And no use of any alcohol or illegal controlled substance.
Drugs are bad. You shouldn't do drugs. Okay.
Is there anything further, counsel?
I would respectfully ask the court to reconsider the GPS tether, Your Honor.
He's missed court on every matter before the court this morning, so no.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
No, I haven't.
Anything?
I done came to court a couple times on Zoom, on a tether. I done been to court.
But not all of the times it does not appear, Mr. Durham. It looks like you've missed court more than once on that matter that we just handled. Anything else on this matter, counsel?
On account of the county jail. I missed court on account of the county jail. They wouldn't take me to court.
What in the doohickey is he doing? Is he tying his shoe in the middle of the court hearing? Dude, it's not even that serious. You could wait until after this Zoom call is over to tie your shoe.
I missed court because of the county jail would not take me to court. That's not my fault.
And Mr. Durham, the court has the same concerns, sir, that you've had a capious on this matter as well as the matters before the court previously, and that demonstrates to the court that you failed to appear as ordered, and that's concerning regarding your intention to appear and handle this matter. It looks like you're on a personal bond by the Honorable Magistrate Ramsey Heath, where you failed to appear on or about December 14, 2022, and a bond was issued at $10,000 cash surety. I, as a magistrate, have no authority to change that bond as set by the judge. So the bond is going to be continued, taking into consideration any employment status presented by counsel as it relates to ability to post bond bond, as well as your capious history during this bond. No use of alcohol, no illegal controlled substance. You're not to purchase or possess a firearm or any other dangerous weapon. If you're able to make bond, you will be under house arrest fit with a GPS tether prior to release. There's to be no driving and no traveling unless court ordered. Okay, any questions or statements, Mr. Durham? You are being recorded. Anything you say can and will be used against you. And on that matter as well, you're getting an unaffordable bond redetermination hearing on January the 19th, 2023. Judge Sabri at the 36th District Court via Zoom. Do you have any questions or statements, Mr. Durham?
Yes, I do. This question is to
Go
you,
ahead.
the magistrate. Are you honoring your oath to the court?
Before you say anything.
This is your turn.
Everything you say right now kind of will be live. We're on YouTube. Please do not say anything right here. I don't like to actually, because I try to protect you, okay?
That was your attorney speaking and giving you advice.
Are you honoring your oath, sir?
I don't know what type of question that is, Mr. Durham. Do you have your counsel has indicated you have a right to remain?
Now you don't know what it means. You took an oath to uphold the Constitution, didn't you? Are you honoring
I don't
your
know
oath?
what the purpose. I don't know what the purpose. I'm not here to answer your questions. I can tell you that, Mr. Durham. As far regarding questions that don't have anything to do with the arraignment. I'm not here to just answer random general questions that have nothing to do with your arraignment, Mr. Durham. So if you have any questions regarding your court date, you can please let me know.
I want to know who you are. You won't tell me your name. You won't tell me if you're bonded. You're a public official. Are you bonded?
Mr. Durham, I'm not going through. Mr. Durham, I'm not going through that. The nature of my employment.
You got to give me your bonding information, name, address, and your policy number so I can make sure you're adequately insured. Just in case you want to violate my rights, I got to make sure you're adequately insured. Are you a public official and are you insured?
At this point, this sovereign citizen is making a complete fool of himself. I'm glad the judge is not playing with his silly line of questioning. It's just utter nonsense. Sir, just be quiet and go with the flow.
My name is Chief Magistrate Jeffrey Cooper. I've answered that question regarding binding, Mr. Durham. That's not something that's going to be addressed today.
So you're not going to put that on the record?
I'm just not entertaining a question that makes no sense during the arraignment, sir.
It makes no sense to ask you if you're bonded. And what's your bonding
If
information?
that
That
makes
don't
you
make no
happy,
sense.
Mr. Durham. I'm bonded if that makes you happy, Mr. Durham. I do have a valid, as indicated by statute. Mr. Durham, I'm not getting into back and forth. Counsel, do you have anything further with Mr. Durham?
How about the number of the bonding company? Can I have any of that so I can contact them? I got to be able to contact them.
No, Mr. Durham, I'm not. I gave you, I let you know I was bonded. My name is Chief Magistrate Koperick at the 36th District Court. That's the information. Okay, counsel, we can try anything further. Mr. Durham, I've said more than once, we're not going through that here today on the record. So, Mr. Durham, if you have any questions about your arraignment or court date, otherwise, we're through with the arraignment. Counsel, do you have anything further?
To give me the name of the bonding company.
Unless you have anything else, Mr. Durham, we're through with the arraignment.
Amazing.
From